Grammar practice. Commonly confused words 3. Principal, principal. Principal with an A means first or most important or head of a school. Principal with an E at the end means a moral ideal or standard. Here are some example sentences for you. Romeo and Juliet are the principal characters of the play. Minor characters are Paris, Balthazar, and Lord Montague. And then for principal with an E, Juliet refuses to marry Paris as a matter of principle. She cannot bear the thought of being with a man she detests. Site, site, site. This site means a place where something happens. This site means vision or something worth seeing, like a site that you might see in New York City, the Statue of Liberty. And this site with a C means to show where in a text you get your evidence. An example sentence. In the film version, the beach is the site of Mercutio's and Tybalt's deaths. And this site, when Romeo and Juliet meet at the ball, it is love at first sight. And this site with a C means to show where in a text you get your evidence. For your example sentence, I can cite exactly where Romeo proposes marriage to Juliet. It is in Act 2, Scene 2, line 134, with the words, the exchange of thy love's faithful vow for mine. Stationary, stationary. Stationary with an A toward the end means not moving. And stationary with an E toward the end means writing paper. Romeo spends his days lying in bed, depressed and stationary, because Rosaline refuses to love him. Friar Lawrence writes his important message to Romeo on stationery, but it is never delivered to him. Then. Then with an A is used to introduce the second part of a comparison, like I'm older than my brother. I'm taller than my sister. And then with an E means at that time or as a consequence. Is Romeo more attractive than Paris? Juliet certainly thinks so. If Juliet's parents do not change their minds about her marriage to Paris, then she will have no choice but to fake her death. There. This there means belonging to them, something that belongs to those people. It's their dog, it's their house. This there means a place which is not here, like over there. And this there is the contracted form of they are. The Capulets are wealthy. Their total wealth would make them billionaires by today's standards. At the beginning of the balcony scene, Juliet does not realize Romeo is down there in the dark orchard, listening to her every word. The Capulets are fabulously wealthy, but they're also emotionally distant and abusive toward their daughter. 2. 2 with one O at the end means for or in the direction of, like I'm going to New York tomorrow. Or give this to my friend. 2 with Two O's at the end means also or extremely. Romeo returns quickly to Verona upon getting news from Balthazar that Juliet has died. Paris wants to marry Juliet, but Romeo does too. And note that that too has two O's at the end. It means also. And this sentence has two, meaning extremely. Lord Capulet is too domineering as a father and husband. Toward, towards. Toward is the usual United States spelling, and towards is the usual British spelling. Tybalt slashes toward Mercutio with a pane of broken glass. Or Tybalt slashes towards Mercutio with a pane of broken glass. Wary, weary. Wary means suspicious of someone or something. Weary means tired or fed up. When Romeo tells Friar Lawrence he has forgotten all about Rosaline, the friar becomes wary of Romeo and questions his character. In Act 5, Romeo curses the stars. He has become weary of misfortune in his life. Whose, whose. Whose, which is who apostrophe s, is the contracted form of who is. And this whose, with no apostrophe, means belonging to a person. Who's your favorite character? Benvolio, Mercutio, or Tybalt? Okay, that whose is short for who is. And then, whose fault is it that Romeo and Juliet die at the end of the play? So, to whom does the fault belong? Who owns the fault? Thank you for watching.